We here.
We here.
We here.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited right now.
I know, right? I'm
We
excited and I'm nervous, okay?
What,
But
girl?
because you
We
dragged me into this. You know what,
we
folks?
doing this,
Sometimes
okay?
look, sometimes you gotta be dragged kicking and screaming into your own success.
That's it.
And
That's it.
that's just what it is. And she was gonna introduce me, but I gotta say something about her first, okay? Because
No, 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 no,
no,
no.
you got me into this. So,
Ah,
okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
okay.
Go ahead.
Well, tell okay. So, y'all, this lady right here has been my bestie, my ride to live. We are equally in agreement. We don't die for nobody but Jesus. So so we have been ride or live friends since the 10th grade. And she has always been this
Woo.
motivating force. There's a reason why they call her the Salentia, the motivator more. And she started with me in the 10th grade because she told me that I had talent. I can remember the very first talent competition I was in. I finished my routine, and in the back of the room, I heard, "Oh, she just cried," and she has been my friend, my fan, and so I have been talking about pivoting and making changes. And she said, we're going to do Beauty for Ashes. So she said she would do it with me because coming on live and doing this thing by myself with a background in broadcasting, I was nervous. And she has taken me by my hand. So
Yes.
to
You
introduce
I know
you,
I understand why you were nervous, but thank you for that, sis. That was um so sweet of you. But I really want everyone to know why I'm here because you and I, getting a little personal, you and I talk a lot.
almost every day.
A
Okay,
lot.
every
Almost every
every
day.
morning.
And we have talked every day since 10th grade, over 40 years ago.
Right?
But we do talk a lot, and when we're talking, I'm always so inspired by you. I want to think of a huge word, but that word is just the word that comes to me. And I just believe that God has given you these enormous gifts and talents. And one of the gifts that I know he's giving you is the gift of teaching. I mean, you have the gift of words, you have the gift of teaching. And so, when we were talking the other morning on my drive into work, I said, that's it.
Yes, he
We
did.
have to have a platform
Yeah.
where you get to teach and I get to encourage you and motivate you to teach.
You are
So I
right.
may, throw something in there every now and then, but basically for me, this is my way of sharing with the world the Julie that I have come to know and love for so many years and to be inspired by. You have a wealth of knowledge. I don't know how you keep all that stuff in your head,
I am
but
like filled with all kinds of, what has happened to me throughout the years is every time I learn something new, I kid you not, this has happened for the last 40 years. I have
hmm
been in the beauty industry, um, ministering to people from the facial bed for the last 40 years.
yes,
It's never about the makeup. It's never about the skincare. You come out glowy and beautiful and all of that. But in between that, ministry has happened. Uh,
yes,
I'm also an herbalist. So there's something either we're talking health, we're talking beauty, we're talking skincare or something. But in the midst of all of that is this whole spiritual experience that was never intended by me, but
Right.
always manages the work itself into the space. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's 40 years I've been at this, but every time I learn something new,
Mm-hmm.
within 3 days, somebody comes along that needs that information. It
Wow.
never fails. So my brain is like full of all of this stuff because I never know when someone's going to need what I have in my head. So
Yes. That I and I believe we do iron sharpen iron. We're there for each other
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
so many ways, which is a blessing. There were gaps like when we didn't see each other or talk to each other for a while.
Hmm.
But whenever we got together again, it was like we never missed a beat.
Right. You just picked up,
But
right?
we've
You
been
just pick up where you leave off and keep it pushing.
right,
You
and
know.
but we've been most consistent, I'd say, in the past 30 years. Wait a minute, that's still a long time.
Well, I think actually, truthfully, I think more consistently within the last 15 years, more so than
Yes.
anything, and likely because I was in a disastrous second marriage.
Hmm.
And because through the first marriage, you and I, we were having our babies. I got 4 kids, she's got 5 kids. Our children, we kept seesawing. One year, I think you had the baby first, then me.
No, you had
I was first. I was
your first
first.
baby first,
Yes, our kids are that
and
close in
because I
age.
had mine in '93.
So I'm nine and nine. Okay, I'm January '93. So yeah, so
Okay, so
one
I'm
year we were
September
pregnant at the
'93.
same time, and then so yeah, so
Yes, so we were having fun at the same
we was having
time.
fun at the same time, right?
Yes.
but yes, we seesaw in children. I had a baby, she had a baby, and so I end up with 4. She ends up with 5. I bow down, and so we were busy then. Then I got divorced and married the second time. We're gonna talk about that later on,
Right.
but you have walked with
Yeah,
me.
that's another episode.
That's another episode. You walked with me through that. So it's
Right.
really the last 15 years that you have been walking with
Right.
me. Clearly, I needed adult supervision. And
Well, we've been walking together. We've been walking together, sis. You know
yeah, I needed adult supervision. Okay.
it. We've been walking together.
And so,
I
y'all,
think
it was
it's
so bad. It
amazing.
was so bad. Cynthia, who has had this incredible, wonderful, stable, gorgeous marriage for the last, what is it, 30 something years? How long? How long you?
32 years.
32 years. So she
32.
got it right the first time. I've gotten it right the third time. So she's been so good, and it's beautiful because no judgment. There's a no judgment zone with us,
No. Mm-mm.
and we are entitled to our flaws and our mistakes and everything. And there's never a moment where there was judgment cast one way or another. Did she
Well, it's
did
always
she
been that
say,
way.
or I say, even we've always been that way. Did she say that wasn't smart? Have I said to her, that's not good? That's not judgment. That's actually
Yes.
wisdom. That's iron sharpening iron.
Yes.
The
And I
Bible
wish,
says,
can I just
I
say
get a
this?
blessing when a righteous man struck me upon the cheek. Meaning, if I truly love you,
See,
I'm
there
never
you
your yes person. And she is never my yes person. She's my
teach.
person.
But let me just tell you, let me this two things real quick.
Okay.
You have always understood that I'm not going to use the word correction. I'm going to use the word um, any sharpening of your iron coming from me has been because of my love for you.
Absolutely.
Does that make
Absolutely.
sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Totally
I
protect.
have right. I have come across so many women that I have expressed certain things. Like they'll share with me. Then when I
Hmm.
give that sharpening back to them, the speaking the truth in love, they take it as
Mm-hmm.
jealous, or they take it as holier than thou. They take it
Mm-hmm.
just period jealousy, holier than thou. When it's really, really just like, okay, I may be a little older than you, or I
Yes.
may be, not maybe, but I love you and I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
see you go through some things. People have to learn. We all have to
Right. Yeah.
learn.
Like, why
I'm
should you
learning
bloody
and
your
have had to
knees
learn so
when
much.
I've already bloodied my knees? And I don't want you to skin your
Right,
knees up because I bloodied my knees the same way. So I'm trying to tell you that's
right.
look, I love transparency. And so with my kids, I'll say, I don't love Jesus because I'm perfect. I love Jesus because I'm not. And I know what's going
There
to
you
happen
go.
because I can guarantee you whatever it is you are doing right now, I have done at least 4 times. So when I tell you not to do,
Yes, yes.
I'm not telling you.
And it was really hard for me.
Yeah.
It was really hard for me when I first got married to talk to any single women, because they didn't want to talk to me. They
Mhm.
didn't want to hear, you got your man.
Right. Right.
You got your man. But when I see them falling into this relationship, a relationship, and I
Mm-hmm.
try to, nudge them or gently warn them to, or ask questions, take a look at this. So what are you sure that's what you want to do? And a lot of them aren't with those men now,
Right.
because not because they didn't listen to me, but because we have to learn to listen, you know, uh, with keeping in mind who is speaking to us and
Right.
why they're speaking to us.
Yes.
And that
Yeah.
pride, we, that
You
pride has
either
to go,
trust the love
because
that that
that pride
person
is,
has for you or you don't. And that's the thing. What do
mm-hmm,
I trust?
or
I
you don't,
trust in
or you
the
don't.
love that you have for me. If nobody can ever tell you anything, if you don't trust, one of the things that that my ex said, he's, I don't trust my mama. I don't trust anybody. And it's like, bruh, you are in so much
That's
trouble.
why he's a, that's why he's a
Yeah,
ex.
exactly. Because even his wife, it says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. If your good
Mm-hmm,
thing can't tell you that you're wrong, you're incorrect, or you're
mm-hmm.
flawed in your thinking. And if you trust the love that you have for that person and you trust the love that they have for you, then when they are saying something that is uncomfortable, but truthful, you owe it to the relationship to at least pause enough to consider.
Yes,
You don't have to agree.
yes, to consider. And please don't treat them as if they don't care about you,
All of a
as if they
sudden, your
have
friend is
some,
your enemy. Like,
yeah, and they have some other ulterior motive.
right,
I
right.
mean, really, come on, girl. I
Yes,
love you.
yes,
I don't want to see you fall into that. I don't have control over your life, but
right.
if I can't at least love you with the truth and love,
That's right.
then hey,
Yeah.
this is, but I want to go back to something else, because we're really
Okay.
getting,
We only
it
have a
doesn't
couple
take
of
us
minutes
long.
left. So, just so you know,
We have how many minutes?
we only got a couple of minutes left in this particular,
Okay,
unless we're gonna go just a little bit longer. But
just a little bit, but this is what I want to go back to, because this is important. The I almost remember the first day I met you. It was in the hallway, the big hall in front of the auditorium
mm-hmm.
at Winston Senior High School
Yes.
in Washington, D.C.
D, Washington, D.C.
Warriors HD.
Red, black, and green. Okay, we digress. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. And I remember seeing you in the hall and thinking, "Oh my gosh, that girl is beautiful. Oh, she's just the prettiest thing. Oh my goodness."
Y'all, I was still wearing little girl undershirts. I couldn't even wear a bra. I was so skinny. But okay.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I
Mm.
looked at your face, I looked at your smile, I looked at the way you greeted me. Um, I thank God that, like a lot of others, He didn't allow jealousy to come into my spirit. He just like, no, wait a minute. This woman is gonna be in your life for a long time. We ain't got time for all that jealousy and stuff like that. You know.
Mhm. It's enough to go
So
around.
yes, right. And I was smart enough to know that, if I hung around you, the cute boys were gonna be hanging around too.
He was the popular one, y'all. Okay.
But oh no, don't
That's
even hurt
another
me because
episode though to be no, it is true. I was most popular female
thank
senior.
you.
I
Thank
was.
you.
I was most popular. I was most well known, but I wasn't most liked. And that was the thing. Salentia was most liked, and we shared that popularity because she had such enthusiasm, and was just wonderful in everything, continues to be wonderful in everything that she does. Thank you. I received the compliment, but I'm just
But
saying,
thank you. But thank you. But I want to finish because I
yeah,
want I want people to know that, and this is going to sound really strange. This just popped up in my head. It's going to sound strange, but y'all figure it out. Sometimes you have to look past a person's looks. And
yes,
sometimes it has to be, you have to look past their good looks,
yes.
and
Hmm.
really see who they are. You were so ahead of your time, like to me, with being articulate and knowledgeable. And you didn't mind sharing that.
No.
And I don't think a lot of people could accept that. Besides the fact that you were good looking, and I just thought, wow, it's just so many people are losing out here.
Yeah,
But
because
they're,
beauty is just not a skin deep thing. Beauty starts from the inside.
it
And
does.
you could be all painted up and wear all the makeup in the world. If you are a mean, nasty, ugly person, sorry, you're ugly. But when you
But
are
you were never
beautiful,
a mean
I was
and nasty,
never.
and you sure ain't never been ugly. So
I like being nice. I really do enjoy. It's
yeah,
work
and
to
and, and
do.
I don't it's not my life's mission, but I've always wanted people to see you as I see you and
Mm,
to know you as I know you. Because I just feel like so many people could be blessed by your wisdom, especially since we've gotten older. They could be blessed by your gift of teaching.
you froze up a
I've
little
been
bit.
using your product, your makeup, your minerals on my face for over 20 years now. Every time I need something, I believe that you have the gift of healing, especially with the herbs, because every situation I've been in where I needed something to heal me naturally, I've called on you
Okay,
and it's
y'all. So,
worked. I mean,
so,
I
so
stand
okay. So
by it.
little bit of background because she said like people like what? So because it's funny because people know me different ways. Some people know me as the makeup lady. I make
Hmm.
mineral makeup for women of color. I custom blend it and match it exact to the skin. So I've been doing
Yes,
that
you do.
decades. And
And it'll take 10 years off of you,
when I
too.
made everything on my face, that's what I do. Then there's this other side where I'm a holistic skin specialist. So I do all of your facials, and it's easier to say, I don't do your hair, I don't do your nails. Everything in between, I got you. So, and then there is this herbal nutrition side where I, sat around for again decades collecting knowledge about herbs and vitamins and nutrition and how to deal with things naturally. So there are some people who know me in each category. Very few know me all the way across the board. And it's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this platform, Beauty is My Name. And this particular segment is Beauty for Ashes because Salentia and I have come through so much. There are other girlfriends that also are very close to me. They don't ever want to be on camera. This one right here, my ride to live, she show up ready to talk about some things. So
Yes.
as we grow, Beauty for Ashes is a part of the overall Beauty is My Name. Um, that platform is really about be knowing and understanding beauty is your name too. It's not just my name. Beauty is my
Mhm.
name because I've been in the industry for 40 years. And,
Right.
and right now, there's this deficit among women who are like Salentia and I. We're both 60. I think we're doing pretty good for a
60
couple
what?
60 years old.
Don't
We
remind
are,
me.
and she look, and she the oldest because she's
Have
March and
mercy.
I'm April. She
Yeah,
babysat
we're a month
me.
apart.
No, we're a month apart. You babysat me a month apart. But anyway, so
Yes.
but one
And look, we still babysitting each
we
other.
still because I told y'all I need adult supervision. But the truth is that we also have been seeing that our seasoned women, especially our seasoned women of color, are coming into this new space of life where you're being freed from raising kids, you're being freed from taking care of elderly parents, you're retiring from demanding jobs, you're either widowed, divorced, or rediscovering your spouse. And without the kids being in the middle, and how do you, and nobody is talking to us. Nobody is helping us navigate this space. Uh, Nobody is telling us how to take care of our 50-plus-year-old skin as women who age well. Just because you age well doesn't mean that you don't want to age better. And there's so
Hmm.
little out here in the market that is speaking to you on how to move into this well-versed season. Also, a lot of us are bitter. And I want to remove that bitterness, man, and say,
Hmm.
look, there's so you are free. And so,
Get rid of those ashes.
yeah, that is because when I started praying about this thing, God gave me Isaiah 61,
Hmm.
which leads off with the Lord has anointed me to do his work, which is what
Woo.
my girl has been telling me forever. And so this day, right here, right now, you guys are witness to it. It
Hmm.
begins, but it also continues in that scripture that I will give you beauty
Beauty
for
for
ashes.
ashes. Yes.
Yes. And
Let's
so
that
that's
we can
what
talk
beauty
about the
is my
rest of it
name is all
later.
about. Yes, we're going to talk. So over time, and as you all connect with us and start telling your friends, this is the place to come. This is not
Hmm.
going to be your millennial or your Gen X daughter's channel. Beauty is
It
my
might
name.
be. It might.
No, it is not. We're gonna do a
They
whole
might need
other
a little
channel.
wisdom.
Yeah, look, your babies, y'all 40 somethings, and your daughters, y'all can eavesdrop. But
They
just
may need to
know
sit down.
they might have,
They may need to sit down with mama and listen to this
and
or
that's fine.
auntie.
Mama
Yeah.
decides that. But you know what, sis? Where I am now is if we don't get mama right and well, mama can't teach daughter. Because Second Timothy 2:15 gives
Yeah.
us the instruction. Older women teach the younger how to love.
Absolutely.
And how are
Right.
we going to teach anybody how to love if we are upset, confused, feeling like our lives didn't turn out the way we wanted them to, feeling like it's too
Hmm.
late for us, feeling like, oh, I'm never gonna have another date again, I'm never gonna find a man, feeling like, oh, my skin is getting, old and wrinkled, or I don't know what to do with myself. I got all this free time and I don't know what it means to do for me. I don't know what self-care looks
Right.
like for me. So mamas, we got to get right. So
Yeah.
when we sit these girls down,
Hmm.
we are encouraging
And
them.
they can learn. They can learn together now. They can
Look,
plan.
I told you, eavesdrop, eavesdrop.
Yes,
I just
they
want
can
you.
learn together because I
I'm
just
talking to
a
the
lot of
older
things
women.
that I have learned from older women. I wished I would have heard it when I was younger. At least
Yes,
heard it. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? At least
mhm,
that seed would have been planted. Because
yes.
anybody going back, just to put a little plug in, anybody at any age who wears makeup can wear your makeup.
Oh,
Okay,
absolutely, without a doubt.
can wear
Yes,
your minerals. We want to
yes,
be
yeah,
sure we get that in because
from
listen,
15 to
y'all, I'm
60 to
always
70. I'm good. Color and Soul sees you and serves you. That is absolutely true. And so
yeah
I
because you
personally
covered
say,
up.
see,
You
here's the
cover
thing, y'all. My Salentia is one of these. She love you. Talk about somebody love the kids. So that's why we're such a great team because she is totally committed to the youth, and I am totally committed to the older woman. And so that's why I say eavesdrop, get in there and
Yes.
eavesdrop, because
Yes.
from both sides, and just don't worry, babies, we coming for you too.
Yes.
But that's what Beauty for Ashes is all about, because our girls have to see us pull ourselves up from the
Mm-hmm.
ashes of possibly our
Woo.
decisions, from the ashes of relationships that didn't work like we thought they were going to work, from the
Yes.
ashes of careers that finished well and we in a space of not knowing what to do next, or
Mm-hmm.
we finally got delivered from a miserable career and we want to do something joyous, but we got all of this PTSD from years of being in a company that didn't appreciate you.
Wait a minute. You just described my whole entire past. Lord, thank you for deliverance. Thank you. Can we just take a minute and say hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
Thank
Beauty
you,
for
God.
ashes.
Thank you.
So that's what we're
Beauty for
talking
ashes,
about.
and still growing into that beauty until the day I leave this earth. I
Exactly.
believe I'm still learning the lessons.
From the
I'm
top
still
of your head
growing.
to the bottom of your feet, from the
Yes.
inside out, beauty is your name. Because you are
Yes,
beautiful
it
all
is.
the way around. And so what we're talking about with Beauty is My Name is rediscovery,
Mm-hmm.
reinvention, and
Yes.
deeper self-discovery.
Yes,
So
definitely.
so I am so
Then we
very
get to put on a little makeup and look good with it.
yes, we're going to play in makeup. We're going to take care of our skin. We're going to talk with experts about your mind, your money, your spirit. We're going to talk about your wardrobe. When was the last time you got a fitting to get a right size bra? Because I feel
Yes,
like when I
that's
tell you, if
so.
you're wearing the same bra you wore 10 years ago, you are not wearing the right foundations. So foundations is not just your face.
Okay, let's
Foundation
talk about. Can we
put your
stop?
body together.
Wait, right there. Because
Yep.
since I've been wearing your minerals on my face, the
Yep.
color that was custom for my face,
Mm-hmm.
um, and people are always telling me, "Oh, your skin is so pretty. Your skin is so. Are you wearing foundation?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm wearing Color and Soul mineral makeup made exclusively for women of color. But if you're a vanilla sister, we can get you in
We
there
got you
too.
too. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, because
So
women of color are vanilla.
right, right.
So,
So my
take me
friend of
for
over
instance. No.
my my sister friend of over 40 years has been she's in the beauty industry, and she keeps over 20 something years I've been using your minerals, and now I'm looking around looking at other women's foundation, and I just want to bring them all to you because I want to make sure their neck match their face. I want to make sure
You don't have someone else's head on
I'm
someone
sorry.
else's body. Yeah, yeah, that
I'm
that
sorry. I've given so many people your number and your contact information without being offensive
yeah.
and saying check this out, because people do it with Mary Kay and all those things, surely, and that is not a plug,
No.
but because I am Color and Soul 100%.
Yeah.
But I want to get back really quickly before we end this live to when we first met, and I think this will be a sweet way to end this live.
Yes.
And talking about meeting you and how, you just really just lit up my life. I mean, we became close almost instantly. Like when you
Yeah.
find that friend you feel like you can depend on and they get you. But not only are you a great speaker, but you are such a great listener. And you've always been a great listener. Even when we were in high school, you were a great listener, and your discernment, like mine, is off the chain. And we could always discern when we came to school and something wasn't right at home,
Yeah.
or with our mamas, or whatever we were going through with the
Mm-hmm.
boys. And I trusted you with my secrets, you trusted me with your secrets, and we could walk around, even if we weren't in the same classes all the time. Of course, we were in theater together, musical theater with Grace
Yes,
Bradford.
yes, we were. God
And
rest
that,
her.
oh my gosh, that was the time of our lives.
Yes.
So, just meeting you in high school, watching you grow, go through things that just made me smile, watching you go through things that just made me just feel so proud of you, watching you go through things which made me say, "What the heck are you doing?" And me doing the same thing, you
Right,
know.
right. Yeah, it
Yeah,
has been a
so
mutual thing. It really has. But you know what, Celente, and I one of the things that is one of the reasons why, I enjoy transparency, because I do not believe that there is anything that I have gone through in my life that at least 100,000, if not a million women haven't gone through almost at the same time I was going through it. And so somebody
yes,
got to talk about it. Somebody, we talk about our moms,
yes,
we talk about the boys, we talk about the men, we talk about relationships and things like that, because we each go through it.
we
And
each go
the
through
biggest
it.
feeling isolated or alone in whatever it is that you're going through, especially now with empty nests
Hmm.
and being widows or being divorced in your 50s, and all of a sudden you back in the dating pool. We're going to be covering all of those things under Beauty Is My Name,
Yes.
because beauty is my name. It's been my name for 40 years, because that's the life that I have led. But what I have discovered is that beauty is your name too. And what we're going to do through Beauty for Ashes and other segments, Ask My Pastor, there's going to be all kinds of things going on under Beauty Is My Name, because it's not just a podcast, it's a movement.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
movement for and particularly for the 50 plus woman of color to be able
Hmm.
to reinvent, reestablish, and renew and revive herself, because you have done good work and good service to so many kids,
And if
spouses,
you haven't,
sponsors.
if you don't feel like you haven't, you have. If you don't feel like you have, if you feel like you still under, that umbrella of being delivered from things, we're here too, because we need each other. I mean, women, okay,
I'm not afraid to pray.
black
I'm not afraid
women.
to encourage. I'm not afraid to tell you the
Yes.
truth. Be mad, be
Mm-mm.
glad. Long as I got a family that loves me, I could care less about cancel culture or anything. Because real for real, grown women, iron sharpens iron.
It
Keeping it
does.
real doesn't mean keeping it mean, because we tell the truth in love.
Love. Yes.
That's the
In
rule.
love.
Truth in love.
In
And
love.
that's
This
why
is
you got
how
to
we have
find that
such a
love again,
this
because you can't tell the truth if you are bitter. You won't tell a truth that is
no.
digestible if you are
Come on
bitter.
now.
And
See, this is why I'm doing this.
I'm
This is why I'm here with you.
we're
This is
getting
why I
rid of
said
all
we
this
got to do
bitterness,
this.
and we're getting
Because
rid of
that
all of
gift,
this fear, this being told, if you're a certain weight or a certain age, and you let somebody who will remain nameless tell you that you're going to get a dog and prepare to die alone, to tell you that because you're a certain weight or a certain look or a certain height, that you aren't qualified for a quality man.
mm-hmm,
This nonsense belief that there are no good men out here, we're going to fight all of that to the bitter end.
yeah.
Bitterness is here. Beauty
Uh-oh.
is my name. Beauty is your name too. You
Yes,
guys, we are so out of time, sis. But we're going to come back with more Beauty for Ashes, because we're going to break this thing down. Where are your
absolutely.
ashes? And how are
Absolutely.
we going to now navigate the narrative and change it so that there ain't no ashes? There's
I'm
beauty.
so excited. I'm
Yeah,
so excited because I
part of the
got you.
promise.
Listen, I got you talking.
You got me talking.
I got you teaching
You got me
right
teaching.
here, right here. This is history right here. Tell our daughters, tell our sons. They better hold on to this because
Mama
guess
about to
what?
get better. Mama is
Real
about to
talk.
get better.
We about to
Real talk.
get better, and
We're about to
then
get better.
we got another home. Okay,
That's right.
but we're
Because
leaving this. We're leaving this,
we're
and it's a
leaving
part of
bitter. We're going to better.
Yep, and this is a part of our legacy.
That's
You
right.
know,
That's
I
right.
just thank God for you. I love you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Love you
Thank you
so
for your
much.
encouragement, your friendship, your sisterhood. Now let's give birth to some more sisters. You know why?
Yes.
Because
Mm-hmm.
beauty is my name and
Yes.
yours too.
Yes. Yes, it is. I love you, sis.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.